Just your thoughts on the main event. What did you make of it? Is the right winner in your opinion?
I believe so. I believe the right winner for sure. It could even win a draw or people. And I'm happy with the decision. And I look forward to seeing His Excellency see what he does.
To compare with the statistic, yes, me, but I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Yeah,
You're being humble.
because I'm lucky. It's all because I'm lucky.
You happy to straight away get a challenge?
Yeah. We're ready to fight whoever. We're ready.
And how do you think? Is this the first time in Riyadh?
I think it's gonna be a go. Hey, I have to ask about yourself. Let's talk about Alcatraz. Are you going to see you headlining in Alcatraz?
Absolutely. Definitely in talks about it, Charles. But
You had the fight.
you know what? No, it's an honor. I'm grateful to put myself in this position, and now we're just here to take over.
You still want to fight?
And just one more from me. Beterbiev Bivol, the rematch. What a great fight that is in Saudi. How do you see that playing out?
It's gonna be a really good fight. Yeah. Both are great fighters, and
Do you see yourself fighting a light heavyweight again?
You feel I'm blowing
maybe.
BBV and Bivol once again do battle for all 4 light heavyweight world titles when they meet in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia on February 22nd. It comes 4 months after their initial meeting, where after a close back-and-forth fight, BBF was given the majority decision verdict to become the first undisputed champion at 175 Ulbs in over 20 years. Some boxing fans disagreed with the decision, believing that Bivol should have had his hand raised with another tight encounter expected next month.
Beterbiev and Benavidez, who do you think is the biggest challenge for you?
Oh, Beterbiev. Yeah.
Why is that?
Because he's a champion. He has something to offer me.
Unified super middleweight champion Canelo is given his verdict on the rematch whilst talking to Fight Hub TV and finds it tough to split the two men. It's going to be a really good fight again. Both are great fighters. Canelo himself has experience competing in the 175 pounds division, having defeated Sergey Kovalev to win the World Boxing Organization light heavyweight title in November 2019. He then returned to the weight class in May 2022 for a fight against Bivol himself for the World Boxing Association light heavyweight title. but this time came unstuck, losing the fight by unanimous decision, while he remains the World Boxing Council, World Boxing Association, and World Boxing Organization super middleweight champion. Canelo didn't rule out a return to the weight class above when asked if it would interest him.
Is there one person that comes to mind? Bivol, maybe? Just to get the rematch? Bivol, maybe?
Bivol is one of the guys.
Maybe I will if Canelo does move up to light heavyweight. A rematch against Bivol could be on the cards. Making his prediction, David Benavides said, "To be honest with you, I would pick Bivol because Bivol beat Canelo." Benavides said when Helwani asked him his preference on who would win the Beterbiev versus Bivol rematch. So basically, when I beat Bivol, that would make my case that I'm better than Canelo.
Punches to bring. I was throwing target how he goes to the right direction, trying to break the wall.
He then added, "I know Dmitry Bivol really well. I've sparred with him a lot. He's a great fighter, and we've had a lot of great sparring sessions, so I definitely would love to fight Bivol. Perhaps if Benavides did get a win over Bivol in the future, it would finally entice Canelo enough to face him." In another interview with Jim Lampley, the 28-year-old claimed a fight against Canelo would be easier than one against Bale.
If I'm being 100% honest with you, the only thing that the Canelo fight brings to me is money. You know, it's not all about money. I want the respect from the fans. I know a fight with Canelo Alvarez is way easier than Bivol because Bivol is the one that beat Canelo Alvarez. So now I'm in.
The only thing that the Canelo fight brings to me is money. You know, it's not all about money. I want the respect from the fans. I know a fight with Canelo Alvarez is way easier than Bivol because Bivol is the one that beat Canelo Alvarez. So now I'm interested. The only thing that the Canelo fight brings to me is money. I know a fight with Canelo Alvarez is way easier than Bivol because Bivol is the one that beat Canelo Alvarez. Continuing, he said BBV is getting older and he works out hard. He has a lot of weights, so maybe that's what is slowing him down. Benavides stated.
Interested in beating Bivol. You know what I mean? That's what I'm more interested in. I'm interested in going up there, winning all the titles, and winning the respect from the people.
Did you score Beterbiev? Bivol won?
I thought Bivol won.
His chances of beating Vol are getting slimmer and slimmer. But at the end of the day, I don't want to speak on what those men can and can't do. Speaking to Shahzad, the recently crowned WBC interim light heavyweight champion and first in line for the winner, David Benavides broke the fight down based on his experience sparring Bivol and being in with former Beterbiev opponent Alexander Guk.
Great boxer, and he has punching power. And then Beterbiev, I think he's a little bit older. I think his body's breaking down a little bit. He works really hard. I don't take nothing away from him, but he does a lot of weights. In boxing, when you do fights like that, that's...
In a surprising twist, it's Bivol who has had one stoppage in his last 10 fights. He discusses doing their thing. They're both extremely talented fighters, two different types of fighters. Though Bivol is a boxer, he moves around a lot, but he's solid. Beterbiev is a freaking train. He just comes at you and takes shots to give shots.
And Beterbiev, I think he's a little bit older. I think his body's breaking down a little bit. He works really hard. I don't take nothing away from him, but he does a lot of weights. In boxing, when you do fights like that, that's when you start to break down more. So, leaning a little bit more.
So what I'm looking at for this fight is Bivol has the power to hurt Beterbiev because Beterbiev has been hurt by Alexander Gic. I've sparred both and Bivol cracks harder than Alexander. It's going to be a really interesting fight. I think if Bivol stays on his feet, the whole night uses his jab, and then when they exchange, he stands his ground. I think he has a really good chance of winning. But also, when Beterbiev gets his engine going, that mother freaker is a train. He has, 19 fights, 19 knockouts. It's 50-50. It's a great fight. David Ben Aids, who has 30 wins in 30 fights with 24 knockouts, showed the boxing world why he's one of the most feared pound-for-pound punchers on February 1st after he defeated David Morrell by unanimous decision. With this win, in which the three judges scored 115, 111, 115, 111, and 118, 108, Benavides retained his World Boxing Council light heavyweight interim title and also won Morrell's World Boxing Association light heavyweight regular belt. But perhaps most importantly for him, Benavides solidified himself as the #1 contender for the undisputed light heavyweight title after BBV and Dmitry Bivol had their highly anticipated rematch on February 22nd, facing the winner of BBV versus Bivol. 2 hasn't always been top of mind for Benavides. Did you feel that your power hand was as effective as you wanted it to be? Or was it like banging on an anvil? He's like a wool. To be honest, I didn't pro-my for years. Benovitz claimed that he deserved to fight Canelo Alvarez at super middleweight. However, since Canelo has always shown little interest in this showdown, Benovitz eventually shifted his focus to light heavyweight. What about better? Yeah, what about 40? I think okay. He's going to win that fight easy. He might stop him easy. Hey, recently on his podcast, former world champion Sean Porter offered his opinions on the approaching game. Porter showed faith in Bivol's ability to beat Beterbiev, predicting that the fight would not finish in the early rounds as past events have shown. Our BBV is going to take a lot of punches like he always does, and I don't think he can catch up to Dmitry Bivol, stated Porter. No, he can't drag Bivol into a fight. Too damn disciplined, too much lateral movement, too intuitive. Good boxer. Porter believes Bivol's boxing skills will shine through. He points out that BBV often takes many punches and might struggle to keep up with Bivol's movement and discipline. I'm making a bet easy. I don't think easy. I do have him beating without. If you can't land man that dud. Is that as a boxer god dog? He can box. Artur Beterbiev is going to take a lot of the fight. Has attracted attention as it pits two of today's great champions against each other. And now the great Mexican champion Julio Cesar Chavez gave his prediction for the fight. Chavez assured that BBV will have to go out and knock his rival out during the first 8 rounds of the fight. Otherwise, Bivol has better odds in case the fight goes the distance. And everything is decided in the judges' ballots of the World Special B will be presented tomorrow night. It's a good fight. It's a tough fight, said Chavez in declarations to ISO. Portal. I believe that if Beterbiev does not win in the first 8 rounds, Bivol will win by decision. The opening rounds will be crucial in setting the tone, said Bradley. And then again, now the jab doesn't come, but then you shoot. And then you fall short with your offense, because this guy steps back out of and then you try to he continued. While some might expect BBV to begin slowly after his knee surgery and a layoff of 9 months, he should adopt an aggressive strategy to disrupt Bivol's rhythm and create discomfort early on. Bradley added with caution. However, starting quickly comes with risk, as Bivol is a sharpshooter. As a counter-puncher, it will be fascinating to see how this unfolds and impacts the fight's dynamics. And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.